What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything retardation. I mean, Adventure Radio. Sorry, Dan confuses me sometimes. It's Shenanigans Day. That's all I got to say. It's the first day I've wore pants in like 10 days, so
that's the truth.
That's the truth. It's the first day I've wore pants in 10 days. So it happens. Anyway, before we get this started, we're gonna start off with these Patreon guys right here. And they're the reason why I ain't wore pants in 10 days, because they like it when I'm in shorty shorts and running around the country and hanging out with some of these guys. I won't talk a lot about the Patreon appreciation tour that just happened, because I do have a wrap-up video of that coming out. But, each and every one of these guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And we're going to roll over to the YouTube members, who I give you just as much appreciation. You guys help out just as much, so thank you very much, even though most of you are still Patreons as well. And then we're going to go over here to the Adventure Club. And first off, I want to say thank you to Kent and to James Jenner, who did buy me a coffee on the last stream, and I did not catch it. So shout out to them. Then shout out to Terry with the big off-stream donation today, once again, making sure he holds on to that top spot once again. And there was a little bit of moving around. You can see the standings right there. And we'll see where it ends up on Wednesday. All right. So live from the Virginia rest area. Let's do this thing.
But Virginia.
The Viagra rest area.
The Viagra rest area. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So what's going on, Mike? First off, I hope PP Man's in the chat right now, because Mike has something really good to show you. Mike's going to show off his new shirt, and I think PP Man needs to see this. Looky there. That is just an amazing, amazing shirt.
That is awesome. Yes, sir.
Oh. And Dan is going to tell me who I'm thanking for a super chat, because
that's Chris.
Okay.
Thank you. Zulu.
Thank you very much, Chris. And don't worry, I will rewatch all the chats and look at each and every note that you guys send. But if actually, Dan, you got the picture. Why don't you post up the redneckery that I've got going on for my mobile setup to make the stream happen?
I do.
And you'll see why it's kind of hard for me to see things. So
this is funny.
This is what I got going on to stream tonight. So yeah, I can't hardly see myself. I can't hardly see the chat, because I got things holding the phone up on the visor. And what you can't see in that picture is over here, I got another phone in the other visor, lighting toward the ceiling to bounce back down and give me some lighting. So yeah, we got some redneckery going on.
Hey, ain't nothing but professional for you guys around here now.
But thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate you. I really wanted to get Chris into today's tour, into this last week's tour, but it was just going to be about 3 hours out of the way. So yeah, he's going to have to make a different tour. But I definitely got several more Patreon appreciation tours coming up. One in a couple of weeks, actually.
Are you going to wear your pants?
The one in a couple of weeks, I'll definitely be wearing my pants.
They're going to be. It's not the same.
Unfortunately, I'll be wearing my pants.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, what's going on, Mike? How'd you do at the contest last weekend?
We actually broke our personal best, 9 million points, which was a lot better than all the years before.
9 million points.
9 million points. So it was pretty good. I did lose my voice, which was not.
I'm glad you found it
towards the end. I did. Yeah. It's still hoarse, but it is what it is. It was a lot of fun. We did get some POTAs, some park to parks, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
Have you uploaded your logs yet?
Nice. Yes, we did. Yes, my logs are online.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So did you lose your voice from talking on the radio or from sinus
Yes.
change or weather or what?
No, we did. Every operator did 3-hour shifts, and I did one from midnight to 3 in the morning, and I might have gotten a little cold because it was cold. And then I did, what was it, 3 to 9, and then I finished 9 to midnight. Because it shut down at midnight. It was a lot of fun. I got it, but my first shift, which was midnight to 3, I did only 40 meters. I don't like it. I don't like 40 meters. I'm sorry. I'm too used to 20, and there was another station right on top of me, and of course you guys know I can't go above 70 to 200. So it was rough. It was really rough. But then I did about 600 contacts, something like that, on 20 meters the next day, in 3 hours, and that was a lot of fun. That was
The next time somebody QRMs you, you just say, "Listen, don't you know who I am? I'm
I
a
know the
member of
king.
Shenanigans."
I
And they'll
know the
move for me.
king.
Yeah, and I know the king.
I know the king. Nah,
Absolutely.
but it was a lot of fun.
I know the king, and I hunt him when he goes to 20 meters.
I do.
You do. You've got quite a few contacts with me since I've been on tour. Because I've
Yes, I
been
do.
doing a whole lot of 20 meters. Matter of fact, he got a contact with me today on my 600th unique park.
Nice.
Hit number
Nice.
600
Congrats.
today.
I need a cool graphic to throw up, like, "Ma," but I don't have
You
it.
know, but to put a little more on it, my goal for the year was to hit my 500th unique park, and
Wow.
I just hit 600 today.
You're an overachiever.
Nice.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at my goals, and yeah, I guess I am, because other than the Kentucky one, which got scratched because they added a bunch of parks at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Other than that one and the soda goal, I think I've got everything else done, except for I have to do my 1 mile hike per month. That's every month, and I have to do the activation every day. That's right. That's a beautiful, beautiful shirt.
Oh yeah, PP Man just made it in the chat. We'll make sure he saw it. So
Make sure and read that, PP Man.
here, hold on, Mal. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and do it again. Hold on, let me blow you up here. That is the shirt, PP Man.
There you go.
Go QRO or go QRT.
Yeah.
I love that shirt.
Fun stuff. Fun stuff for sure.
Can we get it personalized with like people's call signs on them?
I actually got it off of Amazon, and I'm sure you can then put your call sign in the back if you go somewhere.
Yeah, I got somebody I want.
But I got it off of Amazon.
I got somebody I want to send one to.
PP?
Maybe.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I'll send it to him with my QMX.
Speaking of shenanigans, this happens to me every year. So, like last year, I said that I wasn't going to set any goals at all for this year. And I literally, the day we did my goal stream, which was really for everybody else, I had a blank piece of paper sitting there for goals. And by the end of the stream, after listening to everybody's goals, I had this big list filled out of just elaborate stuff, which I thought was elaborate. And to most people, it's still elaborate. And I do have people say, "You don't set your goals high enough." And then I look at them and I say, "Well, you do the same goal, and you see if you think it's high enough. Just do one of them and see if it's high enough." But
I don't think you're going to get your 5,000 CW contacts this year.
You don't think?
No.
You don't. I'm probably not going to get 5,000 more than what I got now.
You kind of, yeah. Did you have the when you set that goal in December last year? Did you think that would be hard to obtain? Like really?
Yeah, I thought I would attain it. I did, but I did not. I thought that I would be, late October, early November attainable.
Wow.
Because
So 2 months later, you're done with it.
because when I set that goal, I had never did an activation because that was
That's
before
true.
I fumbled through my first activation, which was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I literally had like 20 people in a room who was gonna be in my activation, or said they wanted to be part of it. All 20 of them didn't show up, and I had every one of them's call sign wrote down on paper with me at the park. Every one of them I had, in dits and dots wrote out so I could send it back. And it was crazy. And I got through it. I got through it. Me and James from Canada both did one that day, and I got through mine fairly quick, and then I helped him get through his. And I've activated every day since, but I never thought. I had people in my club, CW guys in my club, telling me, James, that's too much. You won't get 5,000 in a year. That's just too much for you. And here I am. I'm approaching. I have the possibility of hitting 20,000 this year.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do it, but I could if I wanted to really bear down on it. But the problem is, I want to really bear down on something else and get it instead. So.
Well, this is Shenanigan. So, what would you like to bear down on?
Pizza, lots of pizza.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
No, I'm just going to leave that up. I'm not saying it because the second I say it, somebody else will say, "Oh, that was your goal and you failed it." No,
I thought you were talking about Scooby Doo or something. I mean, I did.
No. I'm talking about POTA. What makes the world? But anyway, back to what I was getting down to. I did that 600 activation today, and as I was pulling out of the park, I said it out loud. Even I said, I don't know if I can give up the numbers next year. Yeah. I said, I don't know if I can do it because it's not that I even plan on being not an active person, because I do plan on going another full year with the Bailey Sprott. So I will have 3 years under my belt straight after next year. Is my plan.
You're a glutton for punishment.
I am. And I'm not saying it will happen. If it don't, I won't be real disappointed. But I don't plan on missing intentionally. That's what I'll say. How's that? But I didn't want to concentrate on all the other numbers, and hopefully I don't. I got other stuff I'd like to work on, but it gets hard for me because I'm so stupid competitive. And it's not I'm not even competitive with nobody in POTA. It's not even that I'm competing in POTA. I done did that. I done played that game. My very first activation in POTA, I looked at all-time stat leader and I said, one day I'll be in front of her.
That's going to be me.
That's going to be me. And that's already me.
Right.
But I'm just competitive with myself, and it's crazy. So we'll see what I decide next year.
I was actually talking to someone this week about the Bailey Sprott and how he'd missed a day, and it threw a wrench in his whole Bailey Sprott.
Yeah.
And he said that when he missed a day, it was easy, and he missed a month. And I believe that's true. It's like the Bailey Sprott keeps us coming every day. But if you miss a day, then it's like, the next day you're like, I already missed a day. I can't do it today. I'm not going to put in the effort.
Yeah.
To do it. So you have to keep at it.
It's kind of like you already
into a week.
You're right. It's like you already failed, and what's the point of going on?
You lose all the momentum.
Like you take me out of my streak for one day, and then I wake up one morning and I feel like absolute crap. I'm sicker than a dog. I'm not going to go out and activate. But when I'm on that streak, I don't care if I got to crawl.
Yeah, you push
I'm
through it.
going. I'm going to the park. And you're absolutely right. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you do it for the first 3 months and you're already feeling overwhelmed, get out right then.
Yep.
Because once you pass that 6 month point, your mind goes into a whole new mindset of, I can't not do this.
Yeah.
I've
You
invested
don't want
6 months.
it's because you're not letting only yourself down. You're letting everybody else down. Especially in your case, there's so many people looking towards you to be there every day. You're like their addiction.
You
It's
know,
not only your addiction, it's theirs. It is.
Give me,
you
give
know,
me some of that, James. Give me some.
it's crazy, but you're right, and that's why I don't know that I can give up the numbers next year because it's not just me. It's
There's
it's
all of us
POTA.
behind you.
It's a POTA cult, as people has called it. That's why the whole I give everybody the Kool-Aid thing started. 'Cause it's crazy because I've been in situations where I've heard people talking about me, and they don't even know I'm standing there, and they'll be like, "That James guy, he can make anybody do anything he wants." Like, like they literally, there's people out there that will talk about me like I'm a cult leader. Like, you guys drank the Kool-Aid, and if I say go up to the top of Mount Everest because I'm gonna be on 72312, which ain't even a frequency that we can do, and the only place you can hear that is on top of Mount Everest, and there's 5,000 people on top of Mount Everest. Next thing you know, that's what they believe, and sometimes sometimes I wonder if it's true because my hunters like it, you know I've been POTA Elmer and Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Victor Delta, and it's funny because I will spot her and let her do her own activation, and she'll set and do an activation and get 20 or 30 people, and a lot of those are hunting because they know she's there with me anyway, and then 2 minutes later, I won't even get on that frequency. So I won't be on the frequency that a POTA station was just on. I'll go over, a little bit, and then I'll spot myself. And then where she just got 20 or 30 at the same band conditions, I'll get 130. It's like they come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I just, you're right. A lot of people do depend on that daily thing. And a lot of people has talked about it when I say I'm gonna concentrate on some other things next year, and they're like, oh well, I've had people say, I hope it's not all CW. You can't leave sideband. You can't leave sideband. You're right. I can't leave sideband. I'm addicted to sideband. One of my goals will be to be a lot better CW activator next year, but that's not necessarily changing anything. That's just me
It's
more
adding another layer
right.
to an already, capable activation.
It's me doing other things with my CW when I'm not activating. I guess at 4 o'clock in the morning, on one of the 2 hours I get to sleep, I'll practice CW, with some DX station. I'll rag chew or something. I don't know.
One of the coolest things about the Bailey Sprout is I know I'm still in it because you're still in it. If you're not in it, I'm not in it. It's that simple. No, actually, I'll still be in it, but yeah.
And that's another thing. Like today, it felt good because I'm traveling, got a long travel actually, and I wanted to do more activations than I did today. But I spent a lot of time on that 600 park, and after we did a dual op, I did a CW activation which I filmed for YouTube. And I tell people all the time, when you film for YouTube, you might as well add an extra hour onto that. And I didn't have to worry about getting in before 5 o'clock because I have this stream, and after this stream is now late shift because of the time change. I didn't have to worry about it because I got all of the 5 of the PZN guys in. All the people that I know have to get me every day. Those 5, they have to get me every day. and I got them in, so I wasn't worried about it. Yeah, there's a lot of people that would love to get me that didn't get to get me, but I do make sure that if somebody needs something specific, I do go out of my way to make it happen. That's like I got somebody who needed 400 and some contacts by the end of the year. And when I get back, I've got to see where we're at so I can see exactly how many I need to make every day with him. Because I didn't count the 2 weeks or the week or whatever that I've been gone, because I knew, he's in Georgia, I'm in Florida. I knew he wasn't going to be able to get me on mini bands. So,
Do you have hunters that will specifically get you just on CW and others that will get you on sideband, or is it the same guys will get you on CW and sideband?
well, now I've got a core group. I mean, a core group
For
that
each mode?
they'll hunt me on anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where I go. Like if I put out 10 bands in two modes each band, they'll have 17, 18 to 20 contacts a piece. And then I've got certain people that only hunt me CW, and I've got certain people. Well, I've got a lot of people that only hunt me sideband because they don't know CW. So yeah, I do have different, but it's great because, for example, Dan's in the PZN challenge, and if I'm in 20 meters on Florida, Dan can't hear me. He cannot hear me.
That's true.
He's in South Georgia, and he can't hear me on 20 meters. 40 meters does not work great in Florida, even though I made the most 40-meter contacts of all my trips this time because I had the Eagle One. And, I did.
It doesn't work. You're 40 over.
Well, I am 40 over in South Georgia, but I can get on 20 in Florida, and Dan can go on sideband and send CW and get me. So people will go to different lengths to get me. That's crazy.
I can hear you barely. Larry, I got my Yaesu hat on today, buddy. I don't have my ICOM hat. I need to find I don't have an ICOM hat. I think ICOM is stingy with their hats. I don't ever remember being able to even get an ICOM hat, to be honest with you. Now watch Mike pull out an ICOM hat.
There you go. Here he goes.
Look at this crap right here. Okay, I do Canada. That's all right. Dave, Reese Cup, what's an ICOM? That's that thing that blows up your speaker while you're in a park, son. That's an ICOM.
The only thing Icon ever sent me was a keychain.
The only thing they never sent me was an invoice.
There you
go.
Only thing they ever sent me was hate mail.
That's right. I don't have any. I got my Only Hams hat. I need to find that. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't have any other cool hats around here.
I tell you what, speaking of hats, I hear there's going to be some really cool ones coming out soon.
Yeah. Oh, an ACOM hat would be good. You're right, David.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of good things and lots of big announcements coming up within the next month, even. And I can't even talk about it. I can't even make shenanigans about it. But Mike does kill me with all his hats.
Hey, I got it. The Portuguese Yaesu rep really likes me.
You don't want me to tell them about your rove in Japan that you're doing?
Yeah, don't tell them about my rove in Japan.
Okay. Y'all forget I said that.
Delete.
Edit, cut.
Stricken from the record.
But you can hit me up and buymeasake.com.
Buy me a sake. Oh, that's great.
Oh, funny stuff. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to hit up the ICOM booth in Orlando because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna wear my Yaesu hat over there. I said, hey, I need to replace this and see if they help me out.
See, I don't have that model. The one with the black rim. I don't have
Oh
that
no,
one.
you don't have this model.
No, I don't.
That's all me.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, don't have that one.
That's the same one James is wearing, I think.
Yeah,
It is. My lighting just makes it look different. Dan always has better lighting than me.
Well, he's at home. You're, Virginia.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
at a
lucky.
rest area. I should have
You're,
great lighting.
you're lucky. Light works in Virginia.
Well, it doesn't. His is just battery operated.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah, I got this. That speaking of that, Chris just said under the table, Dan, and the where that comes, Terry. Thank you for the super sticker. Where that comes from is Huntsville. I went over to the Yazoo booth and said, "Hey, I don't have a Yazoo hat," and the dude told me we didn't bring any hats this year. I'm like, all right. I didn't say BS. That sounds shady, but whatever. So I walked back over there to Poda booth, and here comes Whiskey Zero, Charlie Golf Charlie, toting the Yazoo bag. I'm like, oh, cool, man. What'd you buy? He goes, nothing. I said, what's in the bag, man? He opens it up. There's a damn Yazoo hat sitting in there. I'm like, that son of a. So I said, how did you get that? He goes, let me tell you. Go over there and talk to the lady. and they got them in a box underneath the table. They didn't bring but like one box of hats or something. You go talk to the lady. They got them in a box. Give her the secret handshake. So I walked over there, and the dude goes, hey, you're back again. I said, I'm going to talk to her. I said, hey, can I get what's in the box underneath the table right there? I won't tell nobody else you got them. She goes, shh, hold on a second. It was great.
Actually, I think I got 3 of them all at once, like one of each color, because I have 2 blacks. And I think I got like the blue, the gray, and one of the blacks with my 101 MP, FTDX 101 MP. And then I think with the DX10, they sent me another black. It's like, okay.
Dude, I bought
whatever.
a DX10. Now, it didn't come here, so I wouldn't have known. But I bought a DX10 and 2 891s and never got a damn hat.
Well,
I tell you what, Dan. I'm going to make you a deal, Dan. If you buy me a 101 MP and send it to my house,
I'll get a hat.
I will make sure that even if there's not a hat in it, I will make sure you get a new Yazoo hat.
That's right. That's right. Bobby Evans wants to know if you're trolling the restroom area.
Maybe. What's it to you?
He's doing a rota.
It was that Whiskey Echo 4, Bobby?
Yeah.
So this guy here, he comes out to a Patreon, event, and I let him rub my knee one time, and he thinks he's got jokes now all the time. It's not that big a deal to rub the king's knee. Terry does it all the time, Bob. So be careful. Don't rub it all the time. You end up like Terry.
That's fine.
It would be true shenanigans if someone comes knocking on your car window. Now that would be shenanigans.
Well, I'll tell you what. So we went to a Ruby Tuesdays last night, somewhere in South Carolina. I don't even remember where. And we got in there, and they were understaffed, and they had this new girl, and she was waiting on us. And I've worked in restaurants for a long time bartending. I know how servers lie and this, that, and the other. I know all the lies, and I could hear her telling them to other customers and stuff. And I'm just sort of chuckling about it. I don't care. I'm patient, I know what's going on here. But she made the classic server mistake, and then at one of the other tables gave her cash, and she cashed out our table instead of that one. So she came up and she said, "Are you guys going to pay cash or card?" And I was like, "Card." And she starts explaining it to me, and so I sent after we ate, I sent Sherry over to the gas station to the ATM and get cash for her. And because I know she'll have to pay for it. I know how that works. And sometimes a manager will hook you up and not make you, but some managers won't. And Sherry comes back and she's like tore up. She gets over to the place. She said there's this guy walks right up to the car and basically just starts in the window. He's like, hey, can you give me a ride down the road? Can you give me a ride down the road? She said, no, I'm not from here. It don't matter. I'm just going down the road. And she said, no. She said, no, don't make me go over here and get James because he'll come over here and kick your ass. And he's like, he won't know. He won't know. Give me a ride down the road. Anyway, she comes back and she's just horrified. And I'm laughing about the whole situation. But yeah, so shenanigans do happen like that. And rest areas, they'll happen too. But that would be great if somebody came over to this one and, hey, give me your money or something. I'm like, cool. Hey, smile, you're on YouTube for the world to see. And by the way, this is what you're going to get if you don't get up out of here.
Shenanigans.
Wrong car.
Ruby Tuesday was a nightmare. He blocked me from getting out of my car. She was freaking out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Food was good.
Y'all didn't eat till you got to South Kakalaki?
No, because we got stuck in Shenanigan traffic for a stupid wreck on 90. Listen, when people wreck on 95,
they wreck.
They wreck because ain't a person that drives 95 that knows how to drive under 173.4 miles an hour and weaving in between we were doing like 85 and we had a motorcycle come and squeeze in between us and a big old van. And I mean, it missed both of us by, that much. And I'm like, idiots, man. This is why, have people have to wait for 2 hours in traffic because you dumb people get yourself killed. I always hate traffic on 95.
The best one is when traffic's backed up so much and there's like a little wreck up there and then you finally get up there to it and it's nothing major. But it's everybody slowing down going, oh, what happened?
Yeah. Rubbernecking.
So I just keep driving. Jesus.
Although, we did try to go through this other little town and get around all of it for a while. We finally found a way out. We'd been in traffic forever. We finally got off an exit and went way out of the way to come back into the way to get back into stuff. But anyway, so we stopped in this little town and she was hungry then. And she starts putting in places and she's like, this place comes up. It says the Yummy Restaurant. I said, no, that's Chinese. She said, how do you know it's Chinese? I said, it's Chinese. It's called the Yummy Restaurant.
The meow meow.
Well, let's just see. So we pull there, and it looks like it's in a laundromat. I'm not playing. This place looks like a laundromat. And I was like, well, you go in there and see what kind of food it is. If it ain't Chinese, we'll eat there. Because I knew it was. So she goes in, and she comes back.
Coin up, chow mein.
And the only thing that I could think of that would maybe be worse than a Chinese restaurant is a Chinese restaurant that's run by Muslims. So none of the pork stuff is pork.
Right.
So what is the stuff labeled pork that you're giving me? Because I know you guys didn't touch pork.
It's pork with an asterisk by it.
Yeah.
Oink, oink. It's a horse.
That was the first laundromat Chinese restaurant that I ever seen run by Muslims.
That's great.
Wow.
Oh.
We however decided to wait till we got to further in South Carolina. That's why we ate so late. At one point, we were just looking for buffet bars. and we couldn't find that.
I'm not a fan of buffets.
Well, when you're that hungry, you are.
I don't know. I mean, I think I could wait to find a Wendy's.
I hate fast food.
Well,
I do.
a buffet's worse.
Mm,
Well,
Yeah.
there's
Certain buffets. Now, certain buffets. There's a restaurant chain down here, not here locally anymore, but the closest one's like 45 minutes away. It's called Shoney's. They got a breakfast buffet.
Oh,
that is-
Shoney's.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
to
yeah.
die for.
Oh yeah, Shoney's breakfast bar is amazing.
But that's about it. That's the only buffet that I think I would do.
Actually, that's where me and Tall Guy ate before we did the Summerfield Park with Shoney's.
I would eat Shoney's breakfast bar every morning if I could.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yep.
How much time we got here? Oh, we're good.
Oh yeah, we're good.
We
hey,
still
I
got 20.
was talking about breakfast. I was just happy that our local supermarket now carries bagels. Now that was
Very
interesting
nice.
because we've never had bagels in the Azores, and I was like, as soon as I saw them, I grabbed like 4 bags. They're mine.
Y'all are moving on up over there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Getting all civilized.
civilized. So yeah, bagels, and now they have bagels and bagels with seeds.
Do you put cream cheese on your boat?
I do,
Wow. Very
and
nice.
it's what is it? Not garlic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cream cheese. Yeah, herbs.
Herbs.
But
know
anyway,
what-
yeah, I was missing bagels, so that's stupid because
I don't know what all these cars keep pulling in and out of here for.
I want to meet the king. What do you think?
You'd think this was a drug house.
I'm
Probably.
telling you, they're gonna knock on your window. You got a dime bag on you?
But no, I don't do buffets because I'm not very particular about all these other sick hoonans with the butt flu being around my food. You know what I mean?
I do like Brazilian rodizio. You know what that is? It's when you sit down. It's not
again,
really
again?
a buffet. A Brazilian rodizio.
Again,
Where
Are
Let
you
me
talking
explain
about where they bring the meat out on like a big thing
Yeah.
and they cut it off for you right there? Yes.
yes,
I ate at one of those recently, and it was really
banana.
amazing.
banana and the black beans.
Yeah, it was great. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Those I like.
Yeah.
'Cause they come with the meat and you don't like because they'll char the meat and they'll cut the chard and then go back char it some more and then come back. So yeah, those I like a lot.
So the one I give you that I went to, they give me a little triangle. It had green, yellow, and red. So green means keep bringing food. Yellow means hold on, let me eat some of this that I got, and red means no.
I'm done. I'm done.
No mas.
Yeah. So I went yellow once, and then back to green, and then the red finally.
Well, see, I don't consider that a buffet though. That would be cool. You know.
No, those are awesome. If you have like a Brazil, well, yeah, churrascaria, yeah, but it's called rodizio, Brazilian rodizio. Those are nice.
I mean, they had like a bar too, Dan, that had like all your sides over there and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But all the meats came, to your table. They sliced them right there, and you took a tongue and grabbed what you wanted.
Like I would definitely recommend picanha, which is like skirt almost, but it's awesome because it's the only flavoring is salt, rock salt on it. So
All you need for any good meat is just salt and pepper.
there you go.
All
Well,
I
they
know
don't use pepper; it's just rock salt.
All I know is the prime rib I could not get enough of that they had there.
Now, prime rib, I like rare.
Well, you can ask them
Rare.
to cut it closer, after. So yeah, you can have it any way you want it because
Yeah.
it's on a stick. They'll cut it right
Yeah.
there for you. Yep.
That grilled pineapple they cut off there
Yeah.
for you. It's great. It's great. Yeah, I agree. I like that stuff, Mike. I'm with you there.
There you go.
Yeah, so just this regular buffet, like normal buffets, are like cruise ships to me. It's just a place to go to get sick.
Yeah, because most of them don't even have a screen guard. So like,
You know?
you're definitely gonna get COVID there for sure.
Yeah,
The
it's
Rona,
crazy.
and these old folks are packing up plate like yay high. And
You know what? To be honest, I would rather have COVID again than to have food poisoning again.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. I'll
So,
I'll take that. Yeah,
so I don't mind. Yeah. I mean, if I get COVID again from eating at a buffet, that's probably the best thing that might have happened. But that food poisoning is just you don't know to sit down or face.
yeah.
Well, I don't
Which way
know.
is it going to come out today?
I've had COVID twice, and the first time was brutal.
My second time was brutal.
The second time wasn't bad at all on me. The first time was brutal. The only thing I would do the whole time I had it was crawl out of bed and go to the park and activate and come back and crawl into bed. That was it.
You
And
on Wednesday, I'm gonna get my 5th Rona shot. On
it
Wednesday.
was bad to me when I had it. I mean, it wasn't anything like everybody else has been describing, but I had a fever. It never broke like 100. It was weird. It was always like a low grade fever. But you ever been really sick and had a high fever, like a 103, 104, and you feel that deliriousness?
Oh yeah, I've
Right.
been delusional on fever.
That's what I felt like, but it was a low grade fever.
Yeah.
And that lasted 8-10 hours, then it was gone, and then the body aches were the brutalest part. And then for the next week, if I walked to the mailbox and back, I was just so tired I took a 4-hour nap.
But I do know what
No, go ahead.
I do know what you're talking about with the food poison too, because I've had that really bad before, where I was sitting on the toilet and going out the other end in the bathtub.
Yeah. It's that. Yeah, I've had it twice in my life, and it's funny because those things you can always remember, like vividly, because it's something that doesn't happen very often. So you know exactly where it happened to you and how you got it. So I can tell you every time. I don't want that ever again. That was.
But funny enough, right after I had COVID, like a couple of months later, I had a flu that was worse than both the times I had COVID, and it lasted for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And it was worse than COVID. So it was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So yeah. Nope. Don't want any of those.
Well, I'm glad you didn't pick it up again at your contest.
Yeah, I know.
You brought your own earphones, so you didn't have to deal with other people's ear sweat.
I did. They didn't like them though. The funny thing is, they didn't like my headphones.
They're yours, and you're going to use them alone.
Well,
so what does it matter?
I know, but I bought a new set just for contests and to have in the van with my mobile HF station. I bought some Heils Pro Set 6.
I want a set of those. I still want I want a house Pro Set myself, but I'm just torn because I'm gonna hate it if I just get in the park and start wearing them, and then I just don't
forget them, and then.
Well, no, I just don't stop using them because I can't hear the noise around me.
Well, they make one ear Heil headsets. You can just put one ear to the side and just use so you can hear what's around you for sure. But although the SB40s are very good and they're cheaper, I've heard.
Hey, Mike, I'm deaf in one ear.
Well, fudge me.
Well, just put them on the good ear then. Terry wants to know if you're doing a late show.
I keep forgetting you.
Terry, it's going to be highly doubtful because I'm probably 40 feet across the Virginia border, and I still got to get back. But I plan on getting up early and getting 6 or 7 parks in the morning.
Let me translate that for you, Terry. They're going to do a 10-park rove on the way back to the house. Be ready.
Terry, 7310, top of Mount Everest. Only place you'll hear me.
Hey, I wonder, I need to look on soda. Is Mount Everest actually a soda labeled summit?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
It should be.
I mean, is what country is that? God dang it, Bobby.
It's two countries. You can go Nepal or
Are either of those on the log in the
I don't
photo
know.
map?
I'm not sure.
That's what there's the whole
Nepal.
China
I
debacle
can't remember the
in
others.
there.
Huh.
When you get a Dr. Pepper delivered to your rest area car.
I would go out on a limb here and say if it was listed, it'd probably be a 10-pointer.
Probably, you know, probably.
I think somebody should mess around and list it as a 1-pointer.
Drive up.
The drive up.
Drive up. 1-pointer drive up.
I did get up to 56 Boda DXCCs this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lord, I got some catching up.
I really wish, you know, hopefully I can get to 100. That would, you know, I think that would be really, really neat. And, you know, I think things are headed that way. Then people are going to hit their 100 POTA DXCCs pretty, you know, in the next year or two.
I don't even know if there's 100
countries
entities
on
in POTA.
Well, but I'm sure there will be
Oh
eventually.
yeah.
For instance, if you hit, well, the Portuguese, if you hit Azores, Portugal, and Madeira, those are like 3 DXCCs right there, and it's only one country.
That's true. Yeah.
So, you know, and you can like America, hit Hawaii, that's one, hit continental US, that's another, and Alaska's another one. So 3 right there. So I do need to get someone in Madeira to go out and activate some POTA for me.
Alaska is its own DXCC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Today I learned.
There you go.
The more you know.
The more you know.
With my friend LeVar Burton.
I mean, I'm pushing for Mingo County to be.
Yeah,
And,
you need a passport to get in the damn place.
If I could just get somebody that assigns the DX entities to come out and visit Mingo County, they would give me the stuff. It's definitely its own country.
That and Odd.
Yeah.
Odd needs to have its own.
Odd,
West Virginia. It's a town.
Okie-dokie.
Yeah, they're more QRP there.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
They only send in code.
He said he had 47, Chris. Didn't you say 47?
Me? 56.
56. Sorry, 56.
Yep.
Jesus. I got 39. I'm waiting on one of them to confirm, though, so I have 40. Which I don't think is too bad for me being on the mainland here.
You know, but there's a couple of ones that were like Beauvais Island. I mean, that's a hard one.
I didn't get that.
But but that one was a hard.
I heard their FT8 once, and I saw everybody else calling them. I never heard them
again. Yeah. I got some pretty nifty ones.
Yeah, I figured I'm gonna go down there to show them how to do it. So.
Yeah, you should have. That's true.
You know,
but like American Samoa.
Yeah.
Beauvais was a hard one, and then Faroe Islands was another one. Liechtenstein, Luxembourg.
Now you got all these on the voice, right?
Yeah. Well, no, FT8 as well, of course. The Sable Island. I'm sure everybody got that one.
I got Sable.
Yeah, Virgin Islands, and then a lot of Europe too, which is St. Vincent. Well, not St. Vincent, Scotland, Serbia, Slovenia,
West Virginia,
Sardinia, Romania, Norway, Panama. Well, those are easy. Mexico. Oh, I do have Madeira Island. Never mind. Japan, Israel, Fiji. Those are all pretty easy, I guess, to get. Czech Republic, Croatia.
Were you checking your notes here?
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at my stats.
No, looking at James.
I was making sure.
Yeah,
I had this bit of food stuck on one from earlier, and I was making sure it's still there.
Flavor saver.
get it for
That's
after
right.
the stream. Yeah. Oh, anyway, I did want to say, if if you are a Patreon or one of the people that signed up for the free tier the other night and do not know what your benefits are or anything, or do not know how to access them, please message me or Dan and let us get you set up, because there's quite a few of you that's not using your benefits, and it's probably because you don't know how to. So I'd like to get everybody their benefits because I appreciate you.
Same thing if you're a YouTube member. If you're not in Discord, get in Discord. If you are in Discord and don't have your roles as a YouTube member, let me know.
Absolutely. Because we have a lot of fun over there. I can promise you that. Even though Terry likes to talk about peanut butter and Kool-Aid.
Well, it's Terry.
And if you're not any member and but you do POTA, make sure and sign up on Discord. It's where everything's at for POTA.
Vicky, I just posted the link right there, the discord.gg link. On my screen, it's right above where you said you needed help getting in a Discord. Just click that link, and it'll send you right there where you can join the server. Larry Bingham says he needs more stickers.
Larry Bingham needs more stickers. We might can make that happen. We might can make that happen.
Yeah, buddy.
If you come out and see me on the Patreon on the appreciation tour, you got stickers, except for Dan. Dan's got enough.
Yeah, I didn't get any stickers.
Yeah, I know. Oh, funny stuff. I don't know if if I gave Toby any either.
What?
No, she's got stickers, but I don't know if I gave her any more.
Oh. Robbie, if you need stickers, I got stickers
have a
for you.
sticker. I don't have a sticker.
Oh, I would mail you one, but it'd cost me $45 frickin' to get it over there.
Wait, you don't have stickers, Mike?
No, I don't.
Golf Quebec, you hear that?
Sad panda.
You hear that, Golf Quebec? Charlie United 3 Hotel Yankee needs stickers.
Yeah, have fun with that. Andy Cowley says, "Where's my damn stickers?"
You hear that, Golf Quebec? Andy Cowley says, "Where's his dang stickers?" Gus, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec is in charge. Is in charge of sending out the Patreon stickers. So all hate mail should go to Kilo 8 Golf Quebec. He is good on QRZ.
You got your sticker coming there, Mike. He's going to put it in a bottle for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hope it gets there. May the tide be with you, my friend.
Yeah, both Andy and Mike are Patreons, Terry. You're slack.
No, I understand. Mine are kind of hard to get to me.
I know that's why you two ain't got none. And Terry's probably been like, I'm gonna wait till James makes me send them DX ones.
That ain't no joke sending stuff for the Azores. We looked the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I can do. I can SSTV you a sticker, and then you can print it out.
I don't think it's going to be over $2 to send a sticker to the
No,
Azores.
I'm sure it's not. No, and I'm sure I can send you some IRCs. Those are valid. But I was funny because I was talking to Dom too, and I was like, "Where's my coin? Where's my challenge coin?" And but it was funny.
Hey Mike,
like,
if you get 1,000 contacts with me, I'll give you a challenge coin.
I'll work on come more. You need to come to 20 meters.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. The whole month of February, I'll work 20 meters every day.
All right.
I don't do logs. I don't do logs in February, but I'll work it every day.
You're in my triggers, and I get a notification as soon as you hit 20 meters.
He is a trigger.
You might want to put me in 17 too, because you should be able to get
17.
Oh,
I do
why?
20, 15, and 10.
Wait a minute.
Because-
Wait a minute.
Well, 10
What?
meters would be good.
No
Huh?
way. You're telling me that the Azores ain't doing 17 meters?
No,
Ain't
I'm
no
not doing 17
way.
meters. My beam is only 20, 15, and 10, and it's. I don't even know why I have a rotor, because it's always pointing towards the States.
Right.
I don't even know why I spent the money on a rotor, because it's permanently pointed to the States.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I
Put me
worked
in.
Europe with it pointed to the States.
Put me in on 40 meters ham alerts, and every time your phone goes off, send me $1.
You know I can't work you on 40 either. So
I don't care. Just send me $1 every time it goes off.
No, you can work him on 40. He can drop down to.
he could, but he won't.
Yeah, that's true.
Mike, I'm going to set an alarm on my phone that tomorrow morning I'm going to be on below 7,200. I don't know what I'll be on, but. And
Time change, guys. It's almost late shift. Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
that's true.
Not necessarily late shift.
It is late shift in exactly 2 minutes and 40 some seconds. So don't forget that, guys.
If you haven't reset your manual clocks yet, don't forget to do that.
We got to start wrapping it up because I don't know who's streaming tonight, but somebody's streaming and I want to get back home. So, Mike, what you got coming up?
Don't forget, guys, next weekend, November 12th, it's going to be Portuguese or Portugal POTA Day. There's going to be a bunch of stations working CW, SSB on a lot of bands. So I'll be working as well. So if you want to get the Azores for your DXCC, November 12th, put it in your calendar.
That's right. And to support that, you can hit me up on buy me a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu lesson.
There you go. I'm not Brazilian, but that's okay.
You said Portuguese. They speak Portuguese.
That's not what the wax told me.
Portuguese, but it's not Portugal.
Well, just so you know, I'm giving myself the lesson, so I'll give you the price when you want to hit me up on Buy Me a Coffee when you're buying that.
Okay, deal.
Dan, what you got covered up?
If you don't have the Azores or the Dominican Republic yet on POTA, I don't know what you're doing wrong. But I'm just going to work. Maybe I'll hunt you tomorrow, James. I'm not sure. But getting ready for late shift.
Maybe. You might. All right. As for me, I'm going to finish this voyage back to West Virginia. I doubt there will be another activation in tonight or 10. But, you know, if you decide to hang out on 7.310 on top of Mount Everest and you hear me, it could happen. But other than that, tomorrow morning I'm going out on a road hitting quite a few parks. Wednesday I'll be streaming. Thursday I'll be dropping a video. You know the drill. Thanks everybody for the super chats, and we'll catch you on the air. 73.
73, guys.